Time is the great equalizer. No matter who you are, where you come from, or what you do, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. Unlike money, which can be earned, invested, or saved, time is a non-renewable resource. Once it's gone forever. This fact makes time incredibly valuable, arguably the most precious resource we have. And yet, many of us fail to recognize its true worth until it's too late. Consider this: some people achieve extraordinary success in life while others struggle to make progress, even though both groups have access to the same number of hours each day. The difference lies in how they use their time. High achievers understand that time is finite, so they approach it with a sense of urgency and purpose. They recognize that every moment is an opportunity to move closer to their goals, build meaningful relationships, or create something of lasting value. Unfortunately, too many people fall into the trap of thinking there's always more time. This mindset leads to procrastination, distractions, and wasted opportunities. It's easy to get caught up in trivial tasks, scrolling through social media, or saying yes to things that don't align with your priorities. But these habits come at a cost. Over time, the accumulation of small, seemingly insignificant choices can lead to a life that feels unfulfilled and unbalanced. On the other hand, those who value time treat it with respect. They understand that managing time isn't just about filling every minute with activity, it's about ensuring that their actions are aligned with their most important goals and values. They plan their days thoughtfully, focus on what truly matters, and minimize distractions. For them, time management isn't a chore, it's a commitment to living life intentionally. One of the most powerful realizations about time is that it operates independently of us. The clock keeps ticking whether we're making progress or standing still. This can be sobering, but it's also empowering. It means that no matter where you are today, you have the ability to take control of your time moving forward. Every moment offers a chance to make a different choice, to prioritize what's truly important, and to invest in a future you're proud of. Understanding that time is a universal resource also fosters a sense of equality. Regardless of wealth, status, or background, everyone gets the same 24 hours. What you do with those hours is entirely up to you. This truth can be liberating or daunting, depending on how you approach it. It's a reminder that you have the power to shape your life by how you spend your time. In the end, time is life's greatest gift and its greatest responsibility. It's a resource we can never increase, but can always use more wisely. By treating time with the respect it deserves, we can live with greater purpose, achieve our dreams, and create a life that feels meaningful and rewarding. Being active doesn't always mean being productive. This is one of the most common misconceptions when it comes to managing time effectively. Many people equate a packed schedule or a long to-do list with progress, but the truth is, activity and productivity are not the same. Understanding the difference is key to making meaningful strides toward your goals. Activity often involves doing things that keep you busy without necessarily moving you closer to what truly matters. It's easy to fall into the trap of responding to emails, attending unnecessary meetings, or tackling low-priority tasks simply because they are in front of you. These activities may feel urgent or satisfying in the moment, but in reality, they often distract from your bigger objectives. Productivity, on the other hand, is about purposeful action, doing the right things that yield significant results. It's less about how much you do and more about the impact of what you do. Take a moment to consider, what are the high-value activities in your life? These are the tasks that directly contribute to your personal or professional growth, the ones that align with your goals and aspirations. High-value activities typically require focus and effort, and they often don't scream for your attention the way distractions do. For example, strategizing for a major project, learning a new skill, or nurturing important relationships are activities that drive long-term success. These are productive endeavors, even if they don't give you the immediate gratification of crossing items off a checklist. The challenge lies in distinguishing between the urgent and the important. Urgency demands immediate attention and often creates a sense of panic, but not everything urgent is important. Important tasks, by contrast, are those that truly matter in the bigger picture. They are tied to your vision, values, and goals. The key is to learn how to prioritize the important over the merely urgent. This requires intentionality and a clear understanding of what you want to achieve. Another common pitfall is multitasking. People often think doing multiple things at once is a sign of productivity, but research shows the opposite. Multitasking divides your attention, reduces efficiency, and increases the likelihood of mistakes. Productivity thrives on focus. When you dedicate your energy to one task at a time, you work more effectively and achieve better results. A helpful strategy is to regularly review your activities and ask yourself, is this moving me closer to my goals? If the answer is no, it's time to reevaluate how you're spending your time. Eliminating or delegating low-value tasks can free up energy for what truly matters. Saying no to distractions is just as important as saying yes to opportunities. Ultimately, productivity is about making meaningful progress, not just staying busy. It requires clarity, discipline, and a commitment to focus on what truly counts. By shifting your mindset from simply being active to being purposefully productive, you can achieve more with less effort and create a life that aligns with your goals and values. Prioritizing with clarity is one of the most essential aspects of effective time management. In a world filled with distractions, demands, and countless options vying for your attention, the ability to focus on what truly matters is a superpower. Clarity in your priorities allows you to distinguish between what is urgent and what is genuinely important. It prevents you from getting caught up in a whirlwind of busyness while neglecting the tasks that bring real value to your life and goals. The first step in prioritizing with clarity is understanding your long-term objectives. Without a clear vision of what you want to achieve, it's easy to get sidetracked by immediate but less meaningful tasks. Take time to reflect on your goals, whether they pertain to your career, personal life, relationships, or health, and ensure that your daily actions align with these aspirations. When you have a clear sense of purpose, decision-making becomes easier and distractions lose their power. Once you've identified your goals, it's crucial to break them down into actionable steps. Large goals can feel overwhelming, which often leads to procrastination or a sense of being stuck. By dividing them into smaller, manageable tasks, you create a roadmap that keeps you on track. Each day, identify the 3 most important tasks that will move you closer to your objectives. These are your top priorities, the non-negotiables that deserve your time and energy. It's important to recognize that not all tasks carry equal weight. This is where the 80/20 rule, or the Pareto principle, comes into play. This principle suggests that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. By focusing on the vital few tasks that yield the greatest impact, you can maximize your productivity while reducing wasted time and effort. Ask yourself which task will create the most value, which will have the most significant long-term impact. Let those answers guide your actions. Clarity and prioritization also means learning to say no. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you are effectively saying no to something that matters. This can be difficult, especially if you're a people pleaser or fear missing out. However, protecting your time is essential for maintaining focus and achieving your goals. Politely decline tasks, meetings, or activities that do not align with your priorities, and remember that saying no to distractions is saying yes to your future. Another key to prioritization is flexibility. Life is unpredictable, and unexpected challenges can arise. While it's essential to have a plan, it's equally important to adapt when necessary. When priorities shift, reassess and adjust your focus without losing sight of your overall goals. Being flexible doesn't mean abandoning your priorities. It means being wise enough to recalibrate and keep moving forward. Ultimately, prioritizing with clarity is about making intentional choices with your time. It's about understanding what truly matters and directing your energy toward those areas. When you prioritize effectively, you create momentum in your life, achieve meaningful results, and experience the satisfaction of living with purpose and direction. Discipline is the cornerstone of effective time management and personal success. It is the quality that enables you to maintain focus on your goals despite the countless distractions that compete for your attention every day. In a world filled with endless notifications, social media, and urgent demands from others, discipline acts as a protective shield, ensuring you remain on the path that leads to progress and fulfillment. The challenge with distractions is their deceptive nature. They often appear harmless, even enticing a quick scroll through your phone, a casual chat, or one more episode of your favorite show. These small interruptions might seem inconsequential in the moment, but when compounded over days, weeks, and months, they steal precious time that could have been invested in your growth and dreams. Discipline helps you recognize these distractions for what they are: obstacles to your success. Discipline starts with a decision. It is a commitment to yourself that your long-term goals are more important than short-term gratifications. It means choosing the work that matters over the allure of procrastination. For example, instead of binge-watching a TV series, a disciplined person might spend that time developing a skill, building a project, or nurturing meaningful relationships. This isn't to say there's no room for rest or leisure. On the contrary, discipline helps you plan those moments intentionally rather than letting them encroach on your productivity uninvited. One of the most effective ways to cultivate discipline is to create a structure for your day. This includes setting clear goals, prioritizing tasks, and adhering to a schedule. When you plan your day the night before, you eliminate the need for decision-making in the moment, which is often when distractions strike. With a well-defined plan, you wake up knowing exactly what needs to be done and can focus your energy on execution rather than deliberation. However, discipline isn't just about having a plan, it's about sticking to it. This requires a strong sense of self-control and the ability to resist temptations that deviate from your purpose. One powerful tool for building discipline is the principle of delayed gratification. This means training yourself to tolerate short-term discomfort or effort in exchange for long-term rewards. It's the mindset that drives you to put in the hours at the gym for a healthier body, to save money for a future investment, or to put aside distractions to complete a critical project. There will be moments when the pull of distraction feels overwhelming. In those times, remind yourself of your why. Why did you set this goal in the first place? Why is it important to you? Connecting with your deeper purpose can reignite your motivation and strengthen your resolve. Additionally, celebrate small wins along the way. Each time you resist a distraction and stick to your plan, you build confidence in your ability to stay disciplined. Discipline is not about perfection, it's about persistence. You won't always get it right, and that's okay. The key is to get back on track quickly and keep moving forward. Over time, discipline becomes a habit and distractions lose their power. When you master discipline, you take control of your time and your life, ensuring that every moment contributes to your growth and success. Time is one of the most valuable assets we possess, yet it is often the most underappreciated. Unlike money, which can be earned, saved, or invested, time is finite. Once a moment has passed, it is gone forever. This makes it essential to treat time with the same, if not greater, level of care and attention that we give to our finances. Imagine if you were handed a set amount of money every day, say $24,000, and told that whatever you didn't spend would disappear at midnight. How would you approach such a situation? Most of us would plan our spending carefully, ensuring that every dollar went towards something meaningful or productive. Time should be managed with the same intentionality. The problem is that many people fail to see the direct impact of time misuse. When we waste money, the consequences are immediate and tangible. A missed payment or an empty bank account is hard to ignore. However, the consequences of wasting time are subtler. The effects of procrastination, distraction, or neglecting priorities often unfold gradually, making it easy to dismiss them until we look back and realize the opportunities we've lost. Regret, as they say, is the ultimate expense, and it is almost always tied to time we wish we had used differently. Valuing time like money starts with understanding where it goes. Just as you might track your expenses to gain control of your budget, tracking your time reveals patterns and habits. How much of your day is spent on things that truly matter? How much is spent on distractions, interruptions, or activities that don't align with your goals? Awareness is the first step toward change. Once you've identified where your time is going, the next step is to allocate it wisely. This requires setting priorities and making deliberate choices. Time, like money, is best spent when it is invested in things that yield long-term value. These could include nurturing relationships, building skills, pursuing personal growth, or advancing your career. Just as a wise financial investor seeks to maximize returns, a wise time manager seeks to maximize impact. Another crucial element is the concept of opportunity cost. In economics, opportunity cost refers to the value of what you give up when you choose one option over another. The same principle applies to time. Every hour you spend on one activity is an hour you cannot spend on something else. Recognizing this helps you evaluate how you allocate your time and ensures it is spent on activities that truly matter. Finally, valuing time like money involves protecting it from unnecessary drains. Just as you would safeguard your finances from fraud or overspending, you need to safeguard your time from distractions, overcommitment, and activities that don't serve your purpose. Learn to say no to things that don't align with your goals. Create boundaries and habits that protect your most valuable asset. When you treat time with the respect it deserves, you not only achieve more, you create a life filled with purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. Intentional living is the practice of making conscious decisions about how to spend your time, energy, and resources in alignment with your values and goals. It means living with purpose, where each choice you make contributes to the life you truly want. When you approach life intentionally, you shift from being reactive to proactive, and this mindset is what brings a deep sense of fulfillment. Too often, people go through life on autopilot, allowing external demands, distractions, or routines to dictate their actions. They get caught up in the cycle of simply responding to what comes their way, rather than designing their day with intention. This can leave them feeling drained, overwhelmed, and unfulfilled. Intentional living, on the other hand, puts you back in control. It requires asking yourself key questions: what matters most to me? What kind of life do I want to create? How can I make my actions today align with my long-term vision? The answers to these questions become the foundation for your decisions and actions. One of the most significant benefits of living intentionally is the clarity it brings. When you define what's truly important, you begin to eliminate what isn't. You stop saying yes to obligations out of guilt or fear of missing out, and instead you prioritize activities and commitments that genuinely enrich your life. This clarity doesn't just help you manage your time better, it also reduces stress and enhances your overall sense of purpose. Knowing that every action you take is deliberate and meaningful is profoundly satisfying. Intentional living also requires the courage to step away from societal expectations or norms that don't align with your personal values. It's easy to get swept up in the pursuit of what others define as success, whether it's a high-paying job, a particular lifestyle, or external accolades. But fulfillment comes from pursuing what resonates deeply with you, not what others expect. This might mean choosing a simpler life to have more time with family or pursuing a creative passion, even if it doesn't come with immediate financial rewards. Intentional living is about defining success on your terms and living in a way that reflects it. Discipline plays a key role in intentional living. It's not enough to set goals or have a vision for your life. You must take consistent, deliberate action to make it a reality. This requires resisting distractions and staying focused on what truly matters. Intentional living often means making sacrifices, such as choosing a quiet evening of self-care over a night out, or dedicating time to personal development instead of binge watching a show. These choices may not always be easy, but they are worthwhile. The fulfillment that comes from intentional living is unmatched because it stems from knowing that your life is a reflection of your deepest values and priorities. When you wake up each day with clarity, purpose, and direction, you experience a profound sense of satisfaction. Life feels richer, more meaningful, and more aligned with who you truly are. Intentional living is not about perfection, it's about progress and making each moment count toward the life you desire.